Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ty Boogie. Yo, listen, I was really fighting myself on making this video, but I feel like somebody else can receive some type of healing, deliverance, whatever it may be by seeing this video. Now, I'm not going to make this the most religious video. I really just want to talk about something that a lot of men are dealing with, I've dealt with, and I couldn't really put my finger on it until, no pun intended, okay, until I seen other people's stories and testimonies and things of that nature. So today what I want to talk about is porn addiction. All right. It's not something that a lot of people talk about. It's not really popular to put out there. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of people deal with it. And when I say porn addiction, I'm talking about masturbation, just stuff like that. Just doing that thing that we know we're not proud of, looking at those things we know we shouldn't be looking at, and just feeling that shame afterwards. See, back in the day, we look at the men of back in the day, like our fathers, our uncles, and we look at them, was like, yo, why does it seem like y'all was so manly? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you see them, they all know how to work on cars, and they know how to work with their hands, and just the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, like, it's a shift. Like, when you look at dudes back in the day, and you might look at a video of a dude today, you see a huge shift. Dudes nowadays a lot more softer. They're more zombie-like. Everybody seems like they're high. It doesn't really seem like people are getting stuff done. And it's not only because people are on drugs. People don't understand the effects that porn actually has on your brain. You turn into a zombie after you let one off or whatever. That feeling that you feel afterwards, how does that feel? Like, after you're done, ask yourself, how does that feeling feel? You usually feel like you don't feel like doing nothing. You know what I mean? You feel lazy. Like, you don't feel the need to do anything. And the reason why you don't feel that need, and we're going to get into the list of all the problems porn addiction will cause, but the reason why you don't feel that need is because you're using your dopamine on ejaculation. Now, I mean, you're using your sexual energy on watching other people have sex. You know what I mean? So now you done used all your dopamine by literally doing nothing. You need dopamine to accomplish anything. Like, after I get done doing a 10,000 steps a day or whatever, and I check that off my list, things I want to do today. If I do a workout, if I spend time with my family, I get dopamine hits. Like, from real life stuff. Like, when you get dopamine hits from real life stuff, you're more active, you're more proactive. You kind of want to accomplish things. You want to get up and go get it. But when you can just lay down and get a dopamine hit, it's kind of like, what's the point of doing anything else? So that's why a lot of people, y'all struggle on finding the will to do anything. It's like you have a plan in your life that, yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make something of myself. But when it's time to do it, you don't have the energy, you don't have the will, but you keep telling yourself, damn, I'm gonna do it. You can't be consistent. Your mind is cluttered, all type of stuff. It's a lot of that stuff is coming from you wasting your dopamine on porn. Guys, if you ever played a video game, like a sports game, like I'll use 2K for an example. If you run with your dude, like, and you hold the running button, like you hold it, and then the meter of him running goes red, he doesn't, like, he literally can't do anything. Now, I mean, he's literally pointless. That meter is the same as your dopamine. If you're using it all on masturbation, if you're using it on watching porn or whatever, by the time you're done, your meter is red. So you have nothing left, no will to go do anything else. So I want to get into the list. I know that was a long intro, but I wanted to get into, I have 5 things, well, really 4 things that porn could possibly be doing to you right now, and how it can affect your life in a negative way. And then the last thing, I'm gonna basically tell you guys what to do, to kind of fix that. So first thing is, porn is an addiction. I want you guys to know that. Now, I mean, porn is an addiction. The same way people like to drink so they could, have that liquid courage. They could feel good. They could have that, like, I don't really care moment. Same way people smoke weed so they feel less anxious. Same way people take a hit of, some harder drugs so they could get that high feeling in their mind. But then what always happens? They come down. That's why nobody uses, oh, you having a bad day? Oh, you have anxiety? Oh, go drink. Go smoke weed. Oh, go do a hard drug. The reason why they say don't do this is because the after effects. Now, I mean, the after effects of after you come down from feeling good, it's a steep hill going down. Porn and ejaculation is the same way. It is the same way. You have that high. It feels great when you finally hit the ceiling, if you know what I mean. When you finally get there, and it lasts for like 5 seconds, and then you plateau. You feel flat. But people masturbate for the same reason. They want to feel good real quick. They want to get a quick hit. They watch porn because it's like, instead of me going out there to go actually find a woman, well, I'm a married man, but I'm talking about, on the behalf of y'all. Instead of you finding a woman, or instead of you finding a man, why do all of that? Why go through all that work when I could just pull it up on my phone? I'll tell you why you should go through all that work. Because as human beings, that's what we were created to do. We was created to come together, procreate. That sexual energy you have, you shouldn't feel bad for that. Granted, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a boyfriend or something, do it with them. Don't go use it on other people. But again, that energy that you have is natural. Now, I mean, like, it's natural. So wasting it on something that's not natural, I could have done something real with that energy to the point where that becomes what's natural for you, which is going to take me into my next thing. You will become, this is the second thing, you will become too used to pleasuring yourself. So when it's time for you to have a partner, when it's time for you to get busy with somebody, you won't really feel the will to turn on that person as well. You might not even be aroused by this person because you're used to being aroused by pictures, by videos, by watching something and then doing it yourself to the motion that you like to do it yourself. So now when you're dealing with somebody and they doing a good job, now I mean, y'all, everything is great. Your body, although your mind is like, yeah, this is exactly what I would want it to be, your mind subconsciously, this is not what we're used to. This is not it. So now you're performing bad. Now your performance is lacking because you might not even be able to have your little man stand up. You know what I mean? He can't even stand up. He's too used to standing up when it comes to watching videos. So when you put a girl in front of you, now I mean the girl of your dreams in front of you, now it's like you can't even get right. Or you can get right, but then you can't maintain it. All of these things happen from watching porn, from ejaculating when you're by yourself. So on to my next one. And this is probably my favorite one because I definitely experienced this. The shame you feel after will linger in your subconscious and will make you feel insecure. Now, a lot of people's like, yeah, I don't really feel that. Okay. So let me ask you a question. You ever got done doing that and then went directly out of your room to go have a conversation with somebody? Did you feel a little weird? Because subconsciously, you feel shameful for what you just did. You may not feel that on the conscious level, I mean on the forefront of things, but subconsciously, like where your brain is kind of forming the kind of person you are and stuff like that, yeah, you feel shame. You should not be doing anything that creates shame in your brain. Because now, when it's time to look at somebody in their eyes, you can't. You in a conversation and you feel like, and you don't really understand, like, yo, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel so weird, like, when I talk to people? Why do I feel, like, weird when people look directly at me? Is it because subconsciously, you feel shameful about you? And you subconsciously feel like somebody might see that in you. This is all subconsciously. Know what I mean? So somebody that's saying to themselves right now, I don't feel those ways, subconsciously is something that it doesn't just come to the front of your mind. Know what I mean? So now we have the second component of that is feeling a heightened level of anxiety in social settings. So you may walk in a room and you feel extremely anxious. Again, that shame has created that. I put it like this. If you're somebody that you see yourself very highly, you walk in a room and you feel like everybody loves you. You're going to walk into that room and you're going to feel like the man. Now, I mean, if you feel like you walking into a room and you know you have more money than everybody else in that room, right? You're going to feel like the richest person in that room. You're going to carry yourself like the richest person in that room, right? Same way when you walk into a room and shame is following you, that there's something wrong with you. There's something within you that you should not have done. When you have that in your subconscious, when you walk in that room, instead of feeling that heightened confidence because you've done something good with your time, you're going to feel shame. You're going to feel like sex, remove porn, remove masturbation, remove those things from your life, and then see how social settings feel. See if it's still hard to look at people in their eyes. You'll be able to see, okay, it was that. Go 30 days cold turkey. And if you can go 30 days, go beyond 30 days. Don't wait for the 30th day, then you go back to it. Because I'll tell you, it's just like a drug addict. It's like giving a drug addict their drugs on the 30th day. Now I mean, like, hey, here you go. Now I mean, you made it 30 days later. They're going to go right back to the same cycle they used to be in because they were addicted to it. Sex will feel less satisfying. Sex is supposed to feel great. Now I mean, sex is not supposed to feel like work. Sex is not supposed to feel like, you know, two people forcing something. Is supposed to feel great, but it's something that like we get to, you know, through how I'm feeling and how you're feeling. Not, oh, it's time to do it. When you know that you can get it off just by watching a video and just by spending time by yourself, it's like you don't even feel the need to get to that point, to say the smooth words, to, you know, maybe do foreplay and things like that. You just want to hurry up and get to it, get yours, and get out. That's not going to be satisfying. Now I want to get into what you can do to remove a porn addiction. Okay? Remove that masturbation addiction. First thing you have to do is be real with yourself and say you do have one. Now, I mean, like, if it seems like you can't go a whole week without masturbating, you can't go 3 days without watching porn, you, as soon as you see something, you gotta go, you know, run to the bathroom, or, you know, it's like you can't get throughout your day without doing that. You have an addiction, bro. You have an addiction, and it's okay. It's not okay in the sense of go do it some more, but it's okay. There's other people dealing with this, so you don't have to feel alone. You just have to understand that you need to stop. It feels like there's nothing wrong with it, but that's how drugs are. That's how addictions are. They feel good. You know, that's why people are addicted to them. And then they feel flat. They have other effects. You understand? So that's the first thing. Just know that you have the addiction. So the next thing is unfollow anyone that is posting that type of content that you feel it triggering you. Like, maybe if you scroll on Twitter, there's a button that on Twitter that you can hit not interested. Like, anytime I see fight videos or somebody getting shot on Twitter or something like that, I always press not interested. Secular, you know, content, I click not interested. So therefore it'll stop giving me this type of content. Same thing with Instagram. You can go on your explore page, and on your explore page, if you see girls, you know, dressing their bikinis or, you know, gym poses or whatever, hold it and click not interested. You know, so social media will stop giving that to you. Then when you see pages pop up, unfollow them. You have to get rid of the triggers, because a lot of times it's easy to sit here and watch this video and feel amped up, but then you mess around and see, oh girl, now I mean, that you got a soft spot for, and as soon as you see that, now something done heightened in your mind, like, hey, now you go do something else. Like, you know, you don't go masturbate or nothing like that. We go do something else, but now it's still that lingering thought of the door's kind of cracked open a little bit. You don't even want that door to be cracked open. And then when you do see something like that, and you do feel that door being cracked open, pay attention to that. Pay attention. Okay, look, this is usually when I mess up. That is a perfect time for you to strengthen yourself and say, no, I'm not doing it. Let me get up. I'm putting my phone down. Perfect time. Close your phone. You know what? Nah. See? Put my phone down. Go do something. Get up. Go walk. Go walk around outside. By the time you're done with your walk, you won't even be thinking about that. Now, I mean, you might have to just delete Instagram altogether. like me, I don't have Instagram on my phone right now. I'll only download Instagram when it's time for me to post something, because there's just too much going on there. There's people on there that I don't want to see. There's people on there I used to know, that they think we're still friends. There's a lot of secular stuff. Now, I mean, it's just a lot going on. So to me, my perfect fix was just delete this app. That worked for me. Again, and then the next thing, after 9 o'clock, you shouldn't be on social media unless it's YouTube, you know what I mean, or TikTok. And even with TikTok, you got to be careful. There's not really that many good things that's happening, especially on Twitter. I don't know if y'all remember the Twitter after dark days, but especially on Twitter, especially on Instagram, like, it's not a lot of good things that's going on after a certain time. So my fix to that is after 9 o'clock, I just shouldn't be on this. I mean, I should not be on this. When you in the bathroom, you using the bathroom, pay attention, because these are the times when you're alone, you're doing your secretive things. That's where your mind likes to wander. As soon as you get by yourself, your mind peeps it. You may not peep it. Oh, I'm by myself, let me go search up. No, your mind knows. Like, your mind is aware at all times. So your mind is like, all right, we could go on that site, after we've seen what we've seen earlier. We could probably follow through with that, go look at it again, and possibly now you're doing something and now you're regretting again. So just remove that. Keep your phone outside the bathroom. If you sit by yourself, most likely you're not going to be triggered. It usually takes a trigger for somebody that has a porn addiction and is trying to stop to go watch some porn. Now, I mean, there's triggers. We have to remove these triggers. Get out of places where there's a lot of secular things happening. Now, I mean, if there's you going out and women are, they're gonna be wearing the short dresses, or you're going to strip clubs and things of that nature, just things that are gonna heighten that feeling of arousal that may send you back to where you was, just remove it. Don't even go there. Go somewhere else, bro. Go somewhere else. The outcome of stop watching porn and stop ejaculating feels so much better. Life feels so much more fulfilling. Like, it's easy to interact with people. It's easy to get up and go get it done. It's easy to go find dopamine in better places. So yeah, that was the last thing. Replace your dopamine with something productive, like hitting the gym. I'm not going to sit here and tell you lay down, meditate, because now, you're laying down and you just need to get your ass up. Get up and go do something else. That's the easiest way I can say it. Don't be a zombie. Now, I mean, conquer your life. Don't let these things that is made to play against us, play against you. Don't let it. Again, earlier in the video, I never finished what I was saying. I'm pretty bad with that. I'm trying to get better. But the men in our life that came before us, they grew up like having to go, through magazines and stuff like that, and, possibly getting a DVD or a VCR tape. It was hard for them to access porn. It was hard for them to access these things. So they had to really either go out their way to go get it, and by the time they go get it, like, it's, they really had to, find a way to go get it. So it's probably like once every blue moon type of thing. But now it's way too easy to watch it. It's way too easy. It's never been this easy for any generation. This is way too easy, and it's hurting us. It's hurting, which is why our men lack drive. They lack a will. They lack the oomph. They lack that masculine feel. Like when you around another grown man, like it's nothing but testosterone in the room. Everybody's testosterone is on a towel at home. Know what I mean? Like, you're depleting all of it. You don't believe that these things affect your life until you stop doing it and you realize the difference you start to feel. You start to pay attention to yourself. Like, wait a minute. Like, I've been pretty damn active lately. Like, damn, like, what done got into me? And then you date it back. Like, wow, it was because I stopped doing that. Don't do it. That's the easiest way for me to put it. I could say go on 30 days, no nut November, all that. No, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Because after No Nut November's over, you're going to be so happy to go back into it, and then now you're addicted again until next November. Just stop, bro. Go do something else with your time. All right. Hey man, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. I hope this video. I know this video may not go viral. It may not touch a whole lot of people. It probably only get like 100 views. But I hope it just it resonates with at least 5 people. That's just like, you know what? This is what I needed. I'm done. Hey man, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Please hit that like button, subscribe, comment below if it's something you struggle with. Let's just be real. It took a lot for me to make this video, but I'm happy I did, because now I feel like I don't have to go through this by myself. You don't have to feel like you're going through by yourself. It's been your boy Ty Boogie. Until next time, man.